On parade is 24 Platoon, commanded by Lieutenant Matthew Wedding. The platoon sergeant is Sergeant Simon Carter, and the section commanders are Corporal Dylan Kopak, Corporal Christopher Selinsky, Corporal Cody Potts, and Corporal Daniel Riddle.
24 Platoon, on track. Number 10, turn back. Steady, front track, steady. 24 Platoon, center right. Number 4, press back. Steady. Number 7, press back. Steady. Center right, steady. 24 Platoon, rear right. Number 7, press back. Steady. Rear right, steady. 24 Platoon, steady. All right, steady. All right, come.
The platoon sergeant will now hand over to the parade commander, Lieutenant Matthew Wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand while the Governor-General banner is marched on parade. Gentlemen are requested to remove hats, and service personnel in uniform should only salute when the banner ensign gives the order to present arms, and the band plays the musical salute or should walk.
March on the banner! Parade! Present! Hunt! Banner party! For the center! Win!
The banner ensign for today's parade is Lieutenant Timothy Mahoney, and the banner escorts are Sergeant Nathan Carson and Sergeant Michael Walker.
Parade! Stand at 10.
The host officer, Officer Commanding Charlie Company, Major Darian White, is now arriving on parade.
Parade! A turn! Jump! A turn! Jump! Parade! Stand at 10. Stand at 8.
The reviewing officer, the Mayor of the City of Wagga Wagga, Councillor Davis Stout, is now arriving on parade.
Parade! A turn! Jump! A turn! Jump! Parade! General salute! Bring hands! Up! Parade! A turn! Jump!
The parade commander will now invite the reviewing officer to inspect the parade and command. The custom of inspecting the troops dates back to the mid-1600s, in the time of King Charles II. Its original purpose was to allow the inspecting officer to closely scrutinise each soldier's face and confirm their allegiance, but also to be ready for an attempt on his life. Today, the custom continues to confirm the readiness and state of discipline of a unit. The reviewing officer will now inspect the band. At full capacity, the Australian Army Band Kapooka consists of 26 professional soldier musicians whose versatility allows them to perform in a number of different configurations, including full band, big band, rock band, jazz group, and various acoustic and instrumental ensembles, and of course the marching band you see before you today. The band has had a continuous presence at Kapooka since 1951 and proudly supports the Riverina region, as well as having the honour to assist in welcoming each and every one of the Army's newest soldiers as they march out for recruit training. Today the band is led by Officer Commanding and Musical Director Major Greg Peterson and Band Sergeant Major Warrant Officer Class 2 Mark Brown. Parade will shortly march past in quick time. If you are able, you are requested to stand when the Governor-General's banner passes to your immediate front. Gentlemen, you are requested to remove hats, and service personnel in uniform are to salute when the banner passes to your direct front. Please be seated once the banner has been marched past.
Parade, a turn! Don't! But a turn! Come! Parade, push or go! Cut! Parade, return to right and hold the train. Aye! Parade will march past in quick time. Parade, for your left. Quick!
parade will shortly advance in review order. The significance of this manoeuvre dates back to the 18th century British and was designed to combat and attack maneuvers both in attack and defense. This old battlefield manoeuvre was conducted with the colours to the front and centre, where the commander was also located. All dressing was taken from the colours, and the manoeuvre was always carried out with 2 or more ranks. In our modern ceremony, the parade will advance in review order by marching forward 15 paces at the open order. To mark the end of the manoeuvre, a general salute in the form of a present arms.
Parade will advance in review order. Stand by the centre. Parade by the right. Where? Parade! General salute, freeze, and halt! Parade! Face and halt! Parade! Stand at peace! Stand easy!
Trophies will now be awarded to the best at physical training, the most proficient with weapons, and the Baird VC-MD trophy for the most outstanding soldier in the platoon.
Trophy winners, all out there! Trophy winners! Halt!
The winner of the Physical Proficiency Trophy for the best at physical training in 24 platoon is Private J. Collinson, Royal Australian Infantry Corps.
Sir.
The winner of the Skillet Arms Trophy for weapons proficiency in 24 platoon is Private B. Tempili, Australian Intelligence Corps.
Start!
The most outstanding soldier trophy is awarded to the recruit who has achieved above average results in all aspects of recruit training and has demonstrated beyond reproach the qualities of loyalty, teamwork, integrity, honour and dedication to duty. This award was named to Corporal Cameron Baird, VC MG, who marched out of Kapooka on the 18th of February 2000 and was recognised as the most outstanding soldier of his platoon, having achieved all the recruit course competencies to an excellent standard. The Baird VC MG Trophy for the most outstanding soldier in 24 platoon is awarded to Private L. Captain, Special Forces Direct Recruitment Team. In 2007, Corporal, then Lance Corporal Baird, was awarded a Medal for Gallantry whilst in action during close-quarter combat in Afghanistan on Operation Slipper. And then, in 2014, he was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross for the most conspicuous acts of valour, extreme devotion to duty, and ultimate self-sacrifice for his actions in Afghanistan on Operation Slipper on the 22nd of June 2013. Throughout his career, Corporal Cameron Bear at BCMG displayed qualities of the highest order and were included with the finest traditions of the Australian Army and the Australian Defence Force. The Wagga Legacy Shield is awarded to the section that achieves the highest score during the recruit's final field exercise. The champion section and winner of the Legacy Shield is 4 sections. The section commander, Corporal Tony Potts, will accept this award on behalf of 4 sections. Today, the Legacy Shield is being presented by Wagga Legacy President Michael Doug Conklin. In 1923, Legacy made a promise to help veteran families carry on with their lives after the loss or injury of their loved ones. Today, Legacy supports 40,000 partners and children of veterans who gave their lives or health serving our country. The reviewing officer will now address the parade.
On behalf of Wagga City Council, I acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wiradjuri people, and pay respect to elders past, present and future, and extend our respect to all First Nations people here in Wagga Wagga. We recognise and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and continuing connection with the land and rivers. We also recognise the resilience, strength and pride of the Wiradjuri and First Nations communities. Distinguished guests, particularly in attendance today is Colonel Kim Stone, the Commandant, friends and families of those on parade today. I understand we have one family here visiting for this parade from Vietnam today, so welcome. Staff of the Army Recruit Training Centre, ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, Army's newest soldiers. It gives me great pleasure to be here today as the reviewing officer. What a fine body of men and women who are now part of the Australian Regular Army. An outstanding display of dress, bearing and drill they have shown us all. It's very appropriate that we all recognise your individual and collective achievements. To be asked today to undertake the role of reviewing officer is indeed a great honour, not just as Mayor of the City, but to me as an individual. I've had the honour of undertaking this role in April 2022, December 2022, February last year and June last year, now here today. It is a responsibility I take very seriously and will forever remember this moment and this morning. Over 250,000 recruits have marched out from this parade ground to their careers in the Army. So even walking on this parade ground for me is a remarkable, unique, extremely personal experience for me. The City of Wagga Wagga has strong and long-standing ties to the Australian Defence Force. It's indeed a military city with all 3 services represented. Participating today in this role is indeed a very important and symbolic experience that cements the relationship between the base and the city, both now and into the future. A significant connection between the base and the community of Wagga occurred on 21st of May 1945. 26 men were killed in an explosion at the Kapooka Army Base. Soldiers were undergoing explosives training in a covered bunker when the event happened. To this day, the event remains the Australian Army's largest loss of life in a training accident and our nation's largest mass military funeral on Australian soil. This tragedy and the funeral itself have been indelibly etched into the DNA of this city. 7,000 people, half of the entire population of Wagga at the time, lined the streets along the route to pay their respects. And it was said that at any point it took the cortege 45 minutes to pass you by. The war cemetery in Wagga is in the same grounds as our monumental cemetery and is to this day those soldiers' resting place. Kapooka is widely known as the home of the soldier. We hope that the bonds that you make with this city and your time as a recruit will hold a special place in your memory. I have personally met many veterans who have passed through this training facility. We're always happy to eagerly tell their stories of their time in Wagga Wagga. Wherever your career takes you, I hope Wagga will always be a special place you think of kindly where your army career began. I would like to personally thank all of those who have supported all the new soldiers you see before us today, whether they be family, friends or colleagues. The journey from civilian to soldier is one that takes considerable commitment, and it is made easier through the encouragement and understanding of family and friends. You have played your part in getting these fine soldiers to where they are now, and I thank you for entrusting Kapooka with your sons and daughters. They now have a second family in which they will never lack the support of peers and friends, the likes of which you cannot make in any other walk of life. I would also like to acknowledge the staff of the Platoon on parade, and those who make up a considerable support organisation and allow the 1st Recruit Training Battalion to do the vital job it does in providing the Army with high-quality soldiers who pass through this outstanding training establishment. I would also like to take the opportunity to welcome any staff to the new posting this year. As with any new person to the region, please take the opportunity to get to know the city and the region and fall in love with it. Army have 5 core values: service, the selflessness of character to place the security and interests of our nation and people ahead of one's own. Thoughts, words and actions to do what is right. And finally, excellence. The willingness of character to strive each day to be the best one can be, both professionally and personally. In each and every one of you here today, you each have those values and the behaviours to underpin those values. At its core, to me, the key is the heart and soul of each and every one of you here on parade this morning. Whether they are values instilled by family, by friends, by community members, or your army training, each of you as a living, breathing soul is the secret ingredient that leads to the building of such values and behaviours in the army. In the stories you read of heroic acts in times of war, the actions of those people emanate from their core. They do not stop to consider reality, danger, values, or anything else. It's just an innate reflex from that core that leads to such heroic actions. Each of you would not be on this parade ground today if that factor had not been recognised within each of you. Whatever path you take, ensure that you recognise that and continue to nurture it. Values as individuals, but also as a group, are the building blocks upon which all else follows. Today is a very special day for each of you. It celebrates continuity as well as change. It is a time for reflection on the achievements of those who have soldiered before you, who have honoured the uniform that you wear today, resplendent with its rising sun badge and slouch hat. These are 2 of the most revered symbols that represent the courage of the Australian digger. From today, they are your responsibility. You represent the future. The reputation of the Army is firmly in your hands. You are the newest soldiers to earn the right to wear the symbols of the Australian Army and to add to the lustre given to them by the millions of our fellow Australians who have served as soldiers and who in doing so have put service before self in order to secure the safety and prosperity of this great nation. Some of you will go on to be senior leaders in the Army in years to come. As you progress through the ranks, never forget that it's all about who is standing next to and with you today. whomever is in your command. Support them, assist them, and lead them well. To you here marching out today, be in no doubt that you owe a debt to our past. The trust, the affection, the esteem which Australians feel about their army has been purchased through the sacrifice of more than 103,000 soldiers in over 34 wars or conflicts from 1885 through to now, who left their families and homes never to return. They paid the ultimate sacrifice and carved out a reputation which you inherit. Never let them down. There is a line of Australian soldiers connecting you to those who stormed the featured Anzac Cove, fought in the jungles of New Guinea, who showed such courage in Korea and in Vietnam, who proudly served as part of the peacekeeping forces in Africa, the Middle East, or South Pacific. They have left to you their legacy of taking the challenge head on, having faith in yourself and trust in your mates to get it done. Thank you for your service to date in enlisting, and thank you for your service to come, wherever that may be. You are now part of the Army story. Good luck and good soldiering.
Hooray! A turn! Done! Then a turn! Done!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen are requested to move hats and service personnel are to salute.
Parade! Present! Hunt! Parade! A turn! Done! Parade! Stand at! Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Stand at! Hey!
The reviewing officer will now depart the parade.
Parade! A turn! Done! Stand! A turn! Done! Parade! General salute! Return! Hunt! Parade! A turn! Done! Parade! Stand at! Hey! Stand at! Hey!
The post officer will now depart the parade.
Stand hey!
One, stand up, hey.
Parade a turn! Jump!
Turn, hey, turn, jump.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand and remain standing as the Governor-General's banner is marched off parade. Gentlemen, you are requested to remove your hats, and service personnel in uniform should only salute when the parade commander gives the order to present arms, and the band plays the musical salute for your war.
March off the banner! Stand! Parade! Present! Halt! Banner party attention! Banner party for the centre! Win! Parade! A turn! Jump!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The parade commander will now hand over the parade to the platoon sergeant, who will march